All right, so we're going to be talking shop this morning, and this is going to be sticking on the narrative of what I've said back in November. And it's, I believe that to really build your top end strength, you should be spending more time in training harder versions of what you do on the platform. Notice I said versions, not variations. So today I'm going to give you an example of that. I have started a block of training to lead up to a meet April 18th. I'm going to use the deadlift as the example to kind of give you an idea of what's going on. So currently on a deadlift bar with a dynamic start, my deadlift is sitting about 450. Sticking to the narrative, during the first 4 weeks of this block, the building phase, not the intensity phase, I went and found a training max with a stiff bar and not a dynamic start, but a static start. That training max is significantly lower than where my actual max is with how I deadlift on the platform. Okay, so I'm going to be building volume on a stiff bar, static start the next 4 weeks on my primary day. On my secondary day, I'm going to be doing pause deadlifts. This is where variation, not version, comes in. This will also be done with the same training max on a stiff bar. I will build up over the next 4 weeks in volume. Week 5, I'll deload. Week 6 is where the intensity or peaking phase starts. So I will be going from volume to top end reps. So my primary deadlift day on week 6, I think it's going to end up being like a top double. Week 7 will be a single. Week 8 will be a single. This is where I will transition back to a deadlift bar and a dynamic start for these top doubles and singles. My back off work will be on a deadlift bar as well, but it will not be based off the realizing strength that will be coming. It will be based off the static deadlift on a power bar. And it'll be the same thing with the pause deadlifts on my secondary day. Now, you can probably look at that and think, well, that's pretty convoluted, but it's really not that complicated. Once you start your intensity phase, you are peaking for a meet. The two biggest factors are going to be realizing strength that you have built and fatigue management. The realizing strength part is going to be the doubles and the singles those last couple of weeks. I need to lift how I'm going to compete. You don't do reps on the platform, you do 3 singles. I'm going to be competing with a deadlift bar, so I'm going to transition back to the deadlift bar. Those back off sets are for not building. We built in the first 4 weeks. They are for greasing the groove and maintaining what we've learned from the static starts. But yeah, that's, just want to give y'all a quick example because I've talked about it in the past, but I've never really dived into it.